you're hearing is Matthias Lee. Oh, Matthias Lee. Remember Matthias Lee? He was in Zavaja. I just like saying their name. We are going to go to our next guest. Going to join us live here on the old Skipscape. And we're having to play all sorts of dumb games today, but we are going to go to our next guest. They're going to join us live here on our big broadcast. It's quite the day. It is quite the craziness today. We had a guest on earlier today who called us from a federal prison. So we are going to go to our next guest who is not calling us from a federal prison, and we are also going to be joined by Jay Bird Wells here in just a few seconds. And so we have got our next guest with us. James, go ahead and give us a brief introduction on yourself.
Well, I'm Jimmy Custis. I got a movie out right now. It's Body Swap. It's at bodyswapmovie.com. It's about a career woman that switches places with a fat slob. So, like, if you've ever seen a romantic comedy where the fat slob and the career businesswoman meet up, and this is
that is fantastic. It is a great guest today here on the Sunday Radio Show. You can get a hold of us online, JiggyJaguar.com. And so how do we see this movie? How do we get involved with this movie?
Go to bodyswapmovie.com and you can buy it. It's on Vimeo. It's Vimeo on demand, and it'll be on iTunes and Amazon maybe later on down the line.
Fantastic.
So first, when you were talking about Body Swap, I had that stupid face-off scary movie in my brain. And then when you're talking about the women changing, that's even almost in some ways scarier.
Yeah, I guess so. It's like there is a scary movie coming out called Freaky, where the killer and the like teenage girl, like in the most horror movies, they switch bodies. So,
oh my God.
So we're having a case of like two different body swap movies out at the same time here.
Yes, but everybody has a different story to tell, and I'm sure they're quite vastly different.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So,
let me
go ahead,
get
Jay.
straight about the career woman. Basically, what you're saying is like somebody like me getting trapped in somebody's body who does nothing but junk food and binge, right?
Yeah. All right. Like.
And the struggle is real, where the will is wanting to overpower the laziness.
Well, no, the movie's more like just a typical movie where it's like sort of like where the other half lives, like is the grass always greener on the other side sort of thing, where they like she has all these struggles at work and he's like kind of just doesn't have a job and is like a lazy bum, and so he hangs out with his brother and he's like so they like sort of learn how the other half lives in that way.
So not only do they switch bodies, but genders too?
Yeah, I mean, they're both a different gender, so yeah, they switch genders.
So then, do you dive into the questions of, oh, hey, I got a toy?
There's a few jokes like that, but it's mostly PG-13, so
okay.
I don't go that far.
So, why did you decide to bring this bring this out and everything?
I just wanted to make something different than most things you see, most Hollywood films. I thought, why not try something new? And there's it got a lot of awards at film festivals. It was doing well, so thought it was time to bring it out because there's no movies out right now. If you want to watch a movie, go watch this one, you know.
That's awesome. That's awesome. So, what's been the reaction on social media to some of this?
Oh, it's been great. I mean, we're in like limited virtual release, like most independent films are doing right now, where they come out for like $10, and then which is about the price of a movie ticket early, and then it'll go to like the other platforms later. And so it's been reviewed quite a bit on Letterboxd and all these different film sites, but the most of the reviews I expect to come out when it goes to the bigger sites, the bigger platforms. Right now, you can only get it on bodyswapmovie.com and then watch it there. But yeah, I mean, it's gotten a lot of great reviews. A lot of reviewers have seen it. I've been on a few of these podcasts and radio shows, and it's been fun doing that while I got nothing better to do.
So basically, what you're saying is this next time you're going to book with my show, right?
Do you have one too? Okay. I mean, I'll book wherever. If they'll plug, if I can plug, I'll plug. So just like
That's great.
crossover tonight of those shows.
He has recruited me for the last, I don't know, 4 years on the Sunday radio show.
Yes.
Has it been 4 years?
Yes.
And
Something
then
like that.
my show just finally, after 2 years, has launched this year.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, Jay's getting quite the reputation. You know, she's chatting with state prisoners, all sorts of things.
Oh my God. Jiggy thinks it's funny because he loves my skills with improvisation because he won't tell me the guest name or what they do until he plants them right in front of me. And he likes it when I can interview a Christian rap star and a porn star within 30 minutes of each other.
Well, yeah, lots of people like those types of shows where they got like just different things. NPR always does that where they have different types of perspectives, and I always like seeing those types of stories.
Yeah, he thinks it's funny.
It is.
I've done improv. I mean, I did a whole movie, New Cops. The one before this one was called New Cops, and it was totally improv. Yeah,
Sweet.
like 50 minutes long, and we just edited from what we improvised.
Well, I would brag about my belly dancing Sith video where I did the whole dance improv, but my channel is under duress right now.
Oh, well, that's not bad to hear.
We've got a great guest with us today. He joins us live here in our broadcast, independent filmmaker,
You're breaking up today, Jiggy.
Oh wait, I'm breaking up.
No.
Oh,
We just got too much technology going today. I think that's what's going on. It's just it's Mercury retrograde, as they say. So how do we get the movie and everything, man?
Oh, just go to bodyswapmovie.com and check it out. It's right there.
How many characters are involved?
Like how many actors? Oh, I'd say 50 actors are I hired to do the movie. It's a pretty long movie, so it's like 70 minutes. I mean, it's not so long that you'll get bored, but it's a feature-length film.
Who can get bored with a nightmare like that? I'm sorry.
Romantic comedy like that.
Exactly.
But so, she does say in the trailer, "This is my worst nightmare come to life." So.
Isn't that what I just got said? Yeah. So are these two people, do they know each other?
No, they didn't know each other prior. He goes into a job interview, and so they couldn't be more different in a way. They weren't two that would hang out normally.
I'm so glad that I stopped having nightmares. That's like scary.
Yeah, I don't I haven't dreamed too often. I occasionally have a dream or so, but I sleep pretty soundly. Sleep 8 hours.
Did you write this plot, or was there a different writer?
Oh, yeah, I wrote the screenplay. I wrote it quite a few years back, and then pulled it back out of the drawer and did the movie.
That's awesome. Did you have it hidden, or was it copyrighted a couple years ago?
Oh, I mean, I filed it with the WGA, the Writers Guild, and then copyrighted the movie.
And now, did you have any personal experience that you put in this movie, or you just thought about somebody else's nightmare?
I would say the character's not me. I'm playing a character in it. But I would say it's got a lot of aspects of my life in my 20s. And then I wrote a screenplay recently about my life now. Mm-hmm.
So basically, that was just 2 years ago, right? Because you're what, 22?
I'm actually older than that, but I won't. I won't divulge.
You
But if I
won't
look 22, go with that. I'll take it.
I got you to smile.
Yeah. I'm always smiling.
So, did you play a part in this, or did you just
Yes,
direct?
I'm playing the lead in it with another lead, co-lead, Ella Jordan. She plays the career woman, and I got a lot of good performances out of it from Gunnar Willis and Erica Manny and Katie Giralt are all in it.
I've always wondered, do you separate the two roles in your mind? Like, do you direct and then you go act? Or do you sometimes come out of character and say, whoa, stop everything. This is not how I wanted it. Just do it this way.
Well, I had a director, so I didn't have to like focus on that aspect of it, which is good. I did produce, so like I'll put on my producer hat, and it's a little bit easier, which is coming up with like the locations and the props, stuff like that. I mean, I'd have help with that stuff on crew, but I would, try to get everything together, get all the actors together, and then by then I just have a director, my friend Tim, make it with me, and so I could focus on the acting part. So it was easier there. Like the producing or writing is sort of separate from the acting a little bit more.
So, how did you come up with the budget for this? Did you have sponsors?
I had a friend that was well off, but he put in, a little bit, and I put in a lot from a house sale, and I think it'll break even. And if it just breaks even, then I'll do another feature. I think that'll be a good thing to do. Everyone got paid on time. We didn't pay a lot, but we paid everyone on time, and I wanted to make sure, for an independent film, I mean, that's all you can really do for people.
Yeah, because there's a lot of times for the independent films where you just get credit.
Yeah. For our extras, all they got was credit and like a sandwich for, and some craft. But they even loved being a part of it, and I tried to get them on. Sometimes they don't even credit the extras on the end credits and IMDb, but I'll do that for them. Try to get them on screen.
Cool. You got any questions, Jiggy? Because I could ask him questions all day.
Well, we've got a little bit of time left here, my friend. So one more time before we let you go, run it down for us. How do we buy the movie? Get involved with the movie? Everything.
All right, go to bodyswapmovie.com and buy it there, and it's on Vimeo on demand. If you've ever heard of Vimeo, and then there's also going to be an Amazon, iTunes. Release later down the line.
Fantastic. Well, I appreciate it, Jimmy. Go ahead, jump in there. We got time. Go.
So, how do you find the actors? Do you have a casting agent, and what movie are you planning on doing next?
The next one's going to be either a horror film or another romantic comedy, very similar about my life currently. It's just sort of a fun little thing where I'm like living with different family members, sort of like what everyone's doing right now with the quarantine. It's just living with different family members and using that sort of drawing from that. I've been writing a little bit about different things.
Sweet. Well, if you need a dead body, I'll play a dead body.
Yeah, you play the the next door neighbor that checks up on a horror thing or something like checks up on them, and then something like that.
I know my Facebook fans is dying to see me as a dead body.
They must not like it then if they want to see it.
No,
That is
They're just
awesome.
macabre.
they're
They're just
weird.
macabre. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
well, I did the belly dancing Sith, so they want to see weird, creepy, sexy crap. Yeah.
Oh, it takes all kinds. All right, well,
I appreciate you being with us today. This is fun. I'm going to shoot you an email about getting you on Jay's show, and we will go from there. Thank you, James. Appreciate it, brother.
All right, thank you so much.
Thank you, man. There he goes. And we are going to take a brief time out here. And